Students today have been protesting against the Gaza genocide, 2 years since October the 7th, the appalling massacre. And in the media and, in fact, the government itself, Starmer has slandered these students, saying they're somehow being insensitive to the suffering of October the 7th, or indeed to what happened, the terrible crime in Manchester that happened last week, while ignoring the obvious fact that their priority is to oppose the genocide now, to oppose the ongoing conflict, which Britain, unfortunately, is complicit in, because we are still sending weapons to Israel.
So I'm here today because I find it incredibly insensitive and offensive that they would organize such an event again on a Jewish holiday. Today is the Jewish holiday of Sukkot. But furthermore, October 7th was a day in which Israel was invaded. Israel was the victim. It was an awful, awful event, the largest massacre of Jews since the Holocaust. And we didn't see an Israeli military response in any way, shape, or form until October 27th. And so to protest today specifically isn't a sign of support for Palestinians. It's a sign of support for Hamas and the actions that happened that day.
This cause, the Palestine cause, is the cause of the generation of the last 100 years and probably the next 50 years until there's full justice for the people of Palestine. It represents the sort of return to our humanity, collectively, globally.
The priority for me as the son of a Holocaust survivor is not just to mourn people who've already died, no matter how much important that is. It's to stop the killing now, as we speak today. Weapons today made in Britain are contributing to the deaths of children and others in Gaza as we speak. That has to stop now in order to save those lives. So these brave student protesters have to keep demonstrating until that genocide stops.
I myself am fearful of showing that I'm Jewish or Israeli anywhere in public, and I don't think it should be that way. I think it's crazy that on the 2-year anniversary of the worst massacre of Jews since the Holocaust, that I am the one who's uncomfortable, because there are people here chanting for intifada, which means a violent uprising. There's no such thing as a non-violent intifada. So to hear that being chanted on the anniversary of October 7th, well, there are still 48 hostages in Gaza. It's obscene. It's obscene and it's totally irresponsible, and I don't know why they would allow it on such a day. Protest is a democratic right, but to do so in this way, on this day, it's outrageous.